y'all, welcome back. Today I wanted to kind of be vulnerable with you guys and talk about like just healing as an entrepreneur, because I think I talked a little bit about this in my vlog, but I think when we talk about becoming an entrepreneur, we talk about the steps that you have to take. We talk about just like the things that you need to do to become successful, how you're going to make your money. We talk a little bit about mindset, but when we go into mindset, I don't think we talk about healing, right? So healing looks different for everyone, but the space that I'm in right now is I am healing my inner child. And what that means is I am addressing the childhood trauma that I've been through, learning to forgive, learning to see where my triggers are coming from so I can be a better person, not only for me, but for the people around me, and I can show up in my business better. Because most of the time, we talk about business like we're entrepreneurs, like it's this separate thing, but in all reality, we are the person that is the entrepreneur. Everything that we experience in life is going to show up in our, not only our relationships, but also in our business. So like I think I shared this with you guys before a little earlier down the line. I think it was like a month after or a few months after my full-time entrepreneurship journey, about how I learned to advocate for myself, because I haven't been the best when it came to communication as far as expressing my truth and telling people how I feel. When things happen, I kind of brushed it under the rug and we're like, whatever, I can deal with it. But later on it kind of blows up, because I'm just like, well, now it's kind of piled up, and now I'm just pissed off and I'm not handling the situation properly. So through my earlier journey of just, when I quit my job, I was still in the process of healing, and that's where I learned I need to advocate for myself. I need to speak up, not only in my day-to-day life, but in my business. But because I wasn't at that place of feeling confident in my truth, understanding that my voice is important and worth listening to, and I had these stories in my head about, you know, how people would be affected, attached to my truth, or, you know, I felt responsible for the emotions of others. I wasn't able to communicate not only in my regular life, but in my business as well, when it came to different things, whether it's partnerships, client relationships, and things like that. So I understood that in order to show up in my business better, be confident in my business, and really believe in what I'm saying and what I'm talking about, I had to heal. So a part of that is recently learning to forgive. I've recently I'm very into God, and I feel like God is just like the center of my life and everything that I do, and I think it's very important for me to have time with God. I think this is significant no matter, you know, what you believe in, that you have some type of spiritual journey on your own, because we're all vessels per se. This is how I think about it. We're all spirits, and our bodies are a vessel, and the human experience shapes how our spirit moves through the world. So in order to heal yourself and heal your spirit, you have to have some type of journey to get there. So for me, now that looks like I'm having a closer relationship with God. On a daily basis, I'm checking in. On a daily basis, I'm having these conversations about like, God, I'm hurt. Can you show me how to heal? And God has revealed to me that I need to forgive. So I'm recently on the journey of forgiving people that hurt me, having to recant those old traumas from growing up, and just my experience in life, and how just kind of seeing how it affects me in my day-to-day, and really learning compassion, not holding on to guilt, not holding on to unforgiveness, because it's not only affecting my relationships, but it is affecting how I show up in my business. So if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, a new entrepreneur, an entrepreneur that, you know, has experience under your belt, I want to encourage you guys to heal, encourage you to do the work internally so you can show up better externally, because when you're hurt and you don't heal, and you hold on to guilt, you hold on to bitterness, you hold on to just the pain in general, it's going to show up. No matter how much you feel like you're covering up, people can smell that off of you, especially people who are very empathetic about other people's experiences and are very sensitive to energies and things like that. They can smell it on you, and you don't want that to deter you from having a successful client relationship, or just a successful experience, or showing up in your business in the way that you want to. You have to start working on yourself, because in order to experience this successful business, or in order to get the clients that you want, you have to do the work. You have to become the person that is going to experience those things. I found myself not forgiving those that have hurt me, but I also wanted to teach people how to to hone their gifts and use their gifts in their business to bless other people. But if I can't even get past unforgiveness, how am I going to show up as the person that does that? The person that does that is healed or is healing, has practiced forgiveness, has, you know, done the work necessary. So I understood that who I am now is not, no, I'm not going to say now because now I'm doing the work, but who I was back then, or who I was a few months ago holding on to that, was not who I am today in order to have a conversation like this before you. I've used my platform, my podcast, to talk about, you know, vulnerability and stuff like that, but my idea of sitting in front of camera and talking to y'all about my feelings and my journey, that was never me 2 months ago. That was not me a year ago, because I never seen myself being vulnerable with people, because I could barely be vulnerable with myself. I couldn't be honest with myself about things. I just knew I got over stuff, but then when stuff happened and I get triggered, it's a whole thing. So I just want to encourage y'all to heal as entrepreneurs. We don't really talk about it, but I wanted to give you guys a space to share your experiences, to talk about things that maybe you want to heal, that you want to work on. So definitely we can keep this discussion going in the comments. I love talking to you guys. Definitely let's just keep talking, keep moving, let's grow, let's do better, because there's so much in store for us, and we don't want us to hold us back. 9 times out of 10, if you're not where you want to be, you are the one holding yourself back, and healing is a part of the process. So if you need to get a support system, enroll in therapy, because your girl goes once a month because she needs to, and there's nothing wrong with therapy. And if whatever you know what you need to do to get better and to be better, so do that today. So thank y'all for watching this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.